Palantir has $2+ billion in cash and has recently expanded its available credit. How would you like to see this balance sheet taken advantage of? And how do you think Palantir is planning on utilizing this war chest? So, first of all, we know Palantir has a very, very solid balance sheet. They've even talked about cash on hand in the terms of a war chest before. And we know Palantir's focused around keeping the company built for hard times, and those hard times are financially difficult times. So it's very important and it's in the company's core interest to keep lots of cash on hand in case things get much worse than they are or they possibly could be. So I think it's intentional that Palantir has so much cash, and I do not expect the company to draw upon that cash, which is why I think they've been expanding as the company has gotten bigger and more successful, their ability to withdraw additional credit. So if Palantir does end up making an acquisition or anything like that, I think they will rely on their credit facilities to do so rather than their cash outstanding that they rely on as a company to show that they are so financially sound. But a few points on that. Palantir, Sham Sankar, COO, has talked about the company doing the hard work, which is really why Palantir exists. So as customers for Palantir face more and more challenging scenarios, the type of future that Alex Karp talks about, they want to be able to provide those products. So it's very important that they have the means and the resources to do so. So what I also wanted to talk about is the potential for Palantir to do some acquisition of some kind, which is the immediate sort of outcome that I would come to expect if Palantir was going to use its cash for something, right? Because we know they rely on stock-based compensation mainly, and they've actually done about 6 acquisitions in the past: 2013, 2 in 2014, 1 in 2015, 2 in 2016. They have not done any since that I am aware of, but Palantir does like to acquire companies when it makes sense to do so to improve the core product. So there is actually one company that I think could be a potential acquisition for Palantir that's more around the leading space technology and intelligence that I think Palantir could acquire for less than $2 billion. But again, I really don't think Palantir would go out and spend $1 to $2 billion on an acquisition. I think they would look more towards hundreds of millions of dollars worth of market capitalization if they're purchasing a company or doing an acquisition that way, which could be talent that they're trying to acquire or the actual technology, the product that they want to intertwine to their existing platform or anything like that.